So I thought this stump was a little more rotten than actually what it is, and it's actually quite a bit bigger than what I thought it was. So this one's going to take some work. Welcome back to the journey, friends. So as you see behind me, I've already been testing out the tractor, getting a little bit of dirt moved around, but really before I can get to really moving some dirt, because I just spent about an hour yesterday kind of going up and down the driveway as well, here in the yard, just trying to get the feel of the tractor right, because it's been a very, very long time since I've driven that style of tractor, and just trying to go through and remember how to utilize all the different things. Plus I've noticed too that this one, the hydraulics on the back, it does sag just a little bit. So as long as you're keeping everything, plus this one, if you've never driven an 8N Ford, the hydraulics only work in the back if the PTO is turned on. So to do that, you have to keep that engaged or on basically all the time, and then as long as you're moving forward is good, but once you start going into reverse, it wants to kind of sag down on it. It doesn't want to do anything, so it goes down very, very slowly. But anyway, I'll get it all figured out. And doing the driveway was actually easy because I can constantly stay going forward. There's enough room on both sides to be able to turn around. But over here, I need to get this big old tree out of the way. And I was kind of playing around with an axe, the other day. Good exercise, right? But I do want to get this log kind of cut into that location, because it gives me a 20-foot log that I can kind of play around with doing whatever. I do need to get the bark off of it. I have quite a few trees around here that's kind of same situation. I need to get the bark off, so I might need to get over into the blacksmith shop at some point in time and make me a debarking spud. I don't know, because I don't have one. Just something. I mean, you can always leave this, sitting for a little bit, and let the bugs and stuff get in there a little bit, right? And it makes the bark much easier to get off. But I would rather just have the right tool for the right job, and all that. And what better than being a blacksmith to go make your own tools, right? Instead of going out and buying it. So I think we'll get over there at some point and do that. But for right now, I need to move a lot more dirt. I got these big dirt piles like there, right, that I need to move stuff. Little Mac just does not like doing that. So at some point, I'm probably gonna need, help either from the community or possibly my buddy, probably see if I can borrow his tractor, because Lil Mac just does not like moving them bigger boulders. I mean, I'll work them as much as I can, try to get going. But for right now, I need to go grab a chainsaw. We need to get this log moved, and then all of that right there moved, because it's in the way. So it ain't gonna do it itself, so let's get busy. Well, and even though it's still getting cooler, snakes are still out. We actually found a cottonmouth the other day, and yeah, I took it out. But man, I haven't seen one of those in a long time. So we're gonna be careful. almost failed.
And one little one for Yaya and one for me. The one, then one with the trim and it's chicken. Okay, it's not as spicy, but not as like the other one.
I don't know how much of that you've seen before the camera shut off for being too hot, but obviously I did. Gladys' mom, the girls, they've been cleaning inside all morning because the kiddo brought home from school the crud, right? So they're basically doing a full spring cleaning for fall, right? Dad, he's been on the back. I don't know if you might have been able to see him in the background, but he's clearing the area back behind that tree. So our fence line is almost really close to where he's at. So if needed, you know, the truck will be able to pull out that way. He already said that he'd be able to pull back out in front of the houses. Not a problem as long as that dirt pile is gone. But we're also leaving enough room to where if needed, he'd be able to pull around that way and then basically come out from behind the shops and get out. So options, right? Giving him options. Plus, the reason why I wanted that cleared is because the dirt pile back there, I would like to also start bringing over here. So that's all dirty fill. It's got trash and stuff in it. Well, the only place I can come through is right here because of the sewer line, right? Basically right where Lil Mac is sitting, the pipe is, you know, basically out of the ground. It's showing because at some point in time, you know, we are going to be backfilling this. We'll have to bring in some backfill, and a lot of the stuff back in here is where, you know, the raised septic system and stuff like that is going to be, right? So this right here is the only area that I can be able to bring that dirt in. Well, I didn't want to do that and then have to come all the way over here whenever I need it to be on the bottom side. So I'm just going to grab it from down there and then take it around the back and then dump it, right? And then basically just start feathering it back up the hill. So I'm still going to continue. I'm going to let the tractor cool down some. My butts are nice and swampy. That thing puts off a lot of heat, but you know, just coming through, that tractor works best when you're always moving forward. When you have to go backwards, forward all the time, it's not too fun. But I'm also going to grab Little Mac and see if I can't, you know, scrape up some, like there's a mound right here a little bit, see if I can't scrape some of this to take down. Just try to come in here and flatten this out too a little bit. I kept getting hung up, like right here, there's a nice little stump that I keep hitting. You know, other stuff, you know, like this I keep hitting, and I mean it stops that tractor like dead in its tracks whenever I hit that. So see what I can't do to get that out, and just try to move some of these rocks, you know, into the lower like holes, and then we'll come back over and just start filling it in with some of this dirty fill. Hopefully Little Mac can handle it, otherwise we're gonna need a bigger tractor here. And other than, you know, the few people that I do know within the community that have tractors, they're all busy, right? Doing other things, including paid jobs. So, you know, I'm never going to take money and food out of someone's mouth, right? If they're out making money, by all means do that, because I'm not able to pay. All we can do is barter our services, right? So those paying jobs always come before stuff like this, you know, to where we would need to barter for it. So, but anybody else out there that has a bigger tractor with a loader that can handle this stuff, you know, I can even, you know, call up my buddy and say, hey, you know, can I borrow your tractor for a weekend? Even just one day, right? We'll see what he says. So, but yeah, once we get all this dirt and stuff moved around, it's already looking 100 times better than what it did. And this up here, this area is already 1,000 times better, you know, just being flatter, not having all the holes and stuff coming through. I've been trying to scrape this the best I can, coming down. Obviously some of the stuff up here close to the concrete, you know, I mean, we would still have to clean up. Obviously I'm not coming in here with the tractor because it's still kind of on a slant. But I'm not too worried about getting this 100% cleaned up, because at some point all of this is still going away, right? At some point in time in the very distant future, right? This isn't a high priority item, but just being able to get in here, clean some of this stuff up, try not to get too close to the well house or the power line, temporary power line for the shed room, right? just not try not to get, you know, too close to that. Plus a lot of this fill here is going to be used for backfilling the water. I still need to do that. So, but so far, I mean, this looks a lot better than what it did. Nice and flat surface to be able to walk across, to come over to the tent from the RV. And plus I'm trying to take a lot of this dirt, you know, scraping it, taking it that way, you know, to use as the fill. And just from, you know, looking at that from a distance, I mean, it's still not level by any means, but you know, we bring in 2 or 3 loads of shell after utilizing all that fill, that dirty fill. I think we're going to be golden. I think we're going to be golden. All right, so it's looking a lot gooder. Getting a lot more scraped up over here. A lot more scraped up. I think at some point, this pine tree stump, it just needs to go. I don't think I'm just gonna be able to cut it flush. And then I still need to work on getting this stump out as well, because I've tried even pushing it with the Ford tractor, nothing. And I mean, almost all of that, you know, stump root ball is sticking out of the ground and still nothing. So I think at some point I am gonna need assistance with the backhoe. I've already texted Wiley, you know, say, hey, you know, any chance I might be able to, you know, utilize the tractor again. We'll see. I know that he would have to, you know, talk to the owner of the tractor, which I know he watches our videos too, so it would be beneficial. I think that's the only one, or those two, because like this one's not in the way, this one's really not in the way. I mean, at some point I would like to get those out, or just, you know, grind them down, maybe like rent a stump grinder. And then, but I mean, so far this is looking pretty good, because I've tried Little Mac. It cannot move those dirt piles. It just has too many rocks in it, and it's just, it doesn't have enough oomph, it doesn't have enough butt to get in there and get that moved. So yep, I am going to need a bigger tractor. Oh, here we are next day. Getting a lot of this still on this side, still needs to get scraped down, kind of going that way. I mean, pretty much maybe 20 feet of it, which that still needs to be kind of driven over. Some of the big rocks down here still need some dirt put over the top. I do need to move that dirt pile, but like I said, I tried and tried and tried yesterday with Lil Mac. It just wasn't working. I mean, if needed, I'll probably have to just go in there and try to move all those rocks by hand, you know, just kind of get them out of the way and just try to grab some of the dirt as much as possible and just move all the rocks out of the way. I mean, I'm not trying to put a whole lot of the rocks down here. You know, obviously the stuff that was already there, I'm kind of leaving. But, you know, it's obviously we're kind of utilizing that as fill the best possible, but you can probably hear my voice coming down with the crud. Obviously I do need to get, you know, obviously these stones, a lot of the stones covered up a little better. That way I can drive the tractor back and forth over it to kind of compact it down, right? We haven't had any type of rain in forever. It'd be nice if we can, I mean, I can always come out here with the hose and try to wet stuff down, you know, just try to get that compaction, right? Obviously if you're out here with the dozer running over it, you're going to get that contraction as you're rolling over. And we were going to hire the dozer guy, but he broke his dozer over at homesteading place over at David's place. So still waiting for that dozer to get fixed. I did reach out to another local person that's right around the same price point, one that we were able to afford, and they're booked solid right all the way through next year. So yeah, we're just doing with what we got. And right now I think we're just gonna take a break for a day or two, just try to get to feeling a little better. and then get back out here and get to it. So, but we definitely appreciate y'all for falling in on our journey, helping us grow, sharing us out. It's greatly appreciated. Helping us out by watching all the videos, watching the ads, right? That's how we get funding for a lot of this stuff, the extra funding. So we definitely thank y'all for that. And yeah, that's all I got. So go ahead and check out this other video right here if you like to stick around a little bit. You got the entire year's playlist to catch up on the entire year's journey. Icons at the top make it easy to subscribe both here and to our side channel. Go check it out. It's greatly appreciated. And then last but not least, get out there, thank a veteran every chance you get. Not only on Veterans Day, and we'll see you on the next one. Later, y'all.